sleeping at sea, and the question of luxury. Night falls on the Seto Inland Sea, Japan. A gentle breeze sweeps across the deck, the shimmering light reflecting off the water onto the light-colored wooden hull. There are no car horns, no hotel announcements, just the gentle lapping of the waves and the sound of your heart gradually synchronizing with the natural rhythm. This is not a five-star hotel, nor a famous Maldives resort. This is Guntu, a luxury ship that is likened to a floating ryokan in the middle of the ocean. I spent 10 hours sleeping on this luxury ship, an experience that can change your perspective on rest, on true luxury, and on the value of silence. In this article, I will tell you the whole story, from boarding to disembarkation, and why a night on Guntu might be worth more than any luxury you have ever seen. Japanese masterpiece at sea, Guntu is not your average cruise ship. It is an 81-meter-long, floating work of art, with just 19 luxury cabins designed by architect Yoshifumi Nakamura. Inspired by traditional Japanese inns, ryokan, Guntu offers spaces made entirely of natural wood, soft lighting, and a strangely peaceful feel. What makes Guntu special is that it does not cater to mass tours. There are no long lines of passengers, no hustle and bustle. Each trip has only about 38 passengers and almost the same number of staff. The service here is not ostentatious, but understanding. A nod, a cup of tea placed at the right time, a blanket gently draped over you as you close your eyes. The first moment, stepping Gunto Huan picked up at a small port in Onomishi, where traditional wooden houses nestle at the foot of a hill. A private car took me to the pier, where the crew was already waiting. They weren't wearing the shiny uniforms of international ships, but elegant Japanese clothes, smiling gently. On board, I was offered a cup of hot tea with wagashi, traditional sweets, and a personal guide who took me on a tour of each area. The Kaiseki dining room with seasonal dishes, the spa with Japanese aromas, the reading room with cultural books, all were like a miniature Zen space. My room was an ocean view cabin with a fragrant cedar hinoki bathtub. Panoramic windows opened out to the ocean. From that moment on, I knew that tonight would be unlike any other night before. 10 hours of sleep, a journey of the senses and the soul. As night fell, I stepped onto the deck. The space was as quiet as a Zen temple. The sky was full of stars. The wind was cool. The sound of waves lapping against the hull was like a lullaby. Back in my room, the soft lights were adjusted. The bed was covered with a soft futon mattress like a cloud. I lay down. No phone, no TV, no internet signal. Just my own breathing and heartbeat. I listened. Something I rarely do in modern life. My thoughts slowly faded away, and I fell into a deep sleep, deeper than any other place I had ever slept. That night, I woke up once in the middle of the night. Opening the glass door, the sea breeze rushed in. I sat by the bed, looking at the moon, and felt like I was living, not just existing. Dinner and breakfast, Japanese delicacy. Before going to sleep, I had a kaiseki dinner, a traditional Japanese meal according to the season. The head chef brought each dish: fugu sashimi, miso soup with fresh seaweed, grilled matsutake mushrooms, and aged sake. Each dish was a work of art, simple yet exquisite in every detail. The next morning, I woke up to soft sunlight streaming through the window. Breakfast is served in the room: freshly cooked Japanese rice, grilled mackerel, miso soup, soft-boiled eggs, and seasonal fruits. Not much, but enough to start the day gently. The difference between luxury and real rest. I have stayed in five-star hotels in Dubai, resorts on the Maldives, and cruise ships in Europe, but nowhere has I slept as well as in Guntu. Why? Because Guntu does not create luxury with material things. It creates luxury with time, space, and emotions. No one wakes you up early to go on a tour. No one forces you to take virtual photos. You just need to be yourself, lie still, and listen to your body. Here, you do not run after life. You live. And that is the pinnacle of rest. Sleep is worth a lifetime. 10 hours of sleep on Guntu is not simply a sleep. It is a journey back to oneself. It is an opportunity to slow down and listen to the voice inside. In a noisy world, Guntu is like a rare moment of silence, where you don't have to prove anything, don't have to try to be special. You just need to be present. And sometimes, just one night like that can bring balance back to your whole life.